All right, Igbo news and that's me over Choma. So, Nkonye de Kosia Kokwalia. This week has been a really, really long week. And by next week, Ogakwa a very long week. If a lot of things does not put into consideration and bring together. Well, this video is not going to be a long video, but you have to sit tight and watch this video to the end. And don't forget to, click on the subscribe button and share this video to your friends and loved ones. You see, when I say that this week is really going to be a very long week, or it has already been a long week, and next week is also going to be a long week. Mm, I know that a lot of people, ọtụtụ mmadụ etiole eleghị menace in Anambra State, and I'm on on what is going to happen on Monday. Yes, if ndị mechiri ahịa ha ma ha ga-abịa. Well, sorry to disappoint you people. There's 90% chances that the lockdown of sit at home is going to be maintained. That's number one. And number two is that Gentle the Yahoo, the general, after Labe Ukuka, he sent a direct message to Chukuma Charles Soludo, the governor of Anambra State. After that, another interesting video, like Wakuno work, yeah. So sit tight to watch this video to the end and don't forget to click on your subscribe button.
Now look at what Soludo is doing in Anambra State. What business Soludo has to order somebody that owns his own shop, that he owns his own self, that is running his own business on his own way. Soludo, since you were governor of CBN, and you dropped from the governor of CBN, Soludo, what have you done in Anambra? Can't you reason? Can't you think? And 4 days ago, you had a meeting with the Fulani Caliphate at Enugu. They have instructed you on how you will carry the mission to stop the sit at home. While our own man, our own brother, our own father, our own everything is there in the hands of Fulani Caliphate in Sokoto. Soludo, and you are ordering your people to start business. Look at Sunday Boho walking freely. Look at Shekigumi, the main bandit, the main criminal, the main kidnapper that have come up online in live, telling you that IPOB is killing their men, military men. They are the same terrorists in uniform. That all this wants to kidnapping. That all this wants to kidnapping is just ordinary kidnapping, adopting, making money to use it for what? To use it and buy more ammunition. Are you expecting us not to talk? We must keep on talking. We must keep on fighting. We must keep on pushing. And we can never ever allow the terrorists in uniform to keep on killing our people. It can never happen. Now, I want to say this. Ima, asi na onye chọrọ igbu nwa nkịta ya, ọ chọọ aja aha, were ba nwa nkịta ya tupu ọ chụọ ya ka o gbuo. Man, I thank God, this one made known to all Biafrans. I was in a sick bed when they threw allegation on me. When I was struggling to survive for the poison that they gave to us by the people of the people, which I am going to narrate the story on my next coming back to address the entire world. So I just came up today with few things to tell Biafrans for them to celebrate that all their prayers has been answered and Biafra is here, whether they like it or not. That Biafra is here. And also to debunk the 3 men that was shot to death, that they throw the allegation that they said that it's me. I am not the one. And I am still repeating myself. I am not the one that killed the 3 people. And I want Biafrans to investigate this thing that I'm saying properly, because this has been a very big problem that we are having. After the Dokobo boys caught one guy that has a mark with 2 of his friends. They shot 3 of them to death, throwing allegation on the other boy that he is my man. He's one of my guys. That is why they killed him. That is why they killed him. That is why they killed the 3 men. And they tag my voice on that video. What evidence do they have? Someone that is struggling to survive in a sick bed and they are still throwing allegation on somebody that can't even talk. My breathing then was so critical, but then we are still throwing allegation on top of my head. So I came up today the same way I debunked the incident that happened at Izog, and I am still saying it today and tomorrow. I am not involved, and I am not included, and I don't know where they plan it, I don't know how they plan it, and I don't know the people that did the massacre in Arondi Zog. Till today, I am still saying it. Oh, na marakwa here banyere here Izog massacre. Man okwalandu we fala Biafra. I am still taking this oath. Ebuboli la un lebom. Lekwa. Ọ dịkwala ọfa gbara. Ebubo niile ahụ na-ebo m. Ọwụ na mụọ ife anyị Chukwu okere nta eze wunye niile ahụ kwuru ka m na-eme. Chukwu oke abịa masị gị were ọnwụ leta m ma anọkwala ndụ wefala Biafra. Mana ọwụ na ihe dị ụta adịghị na ọwụ ebubo ka a na-ebo nwa nke mmadụ. Nna mgbe ọnọ ndị ọsọ ebo m ihe na-egbu nwata na ememe ada egbu nwata. Asị m olele ilu unu ha ka unu ebe unu bidoro ebe unu kwụsịrị wee la-arụ otu a n'ebe m nọ. Asị m olile eji ala wee zere mmiri ile eke. Unu ga-eji ala zere mmiri ole la afụla akwala n'ụbọchị la anọ. Akụchi ya mee.
Well, yesterday was a very busy day as we saw pockets of protests taking place in various locations across the country, from Anambra to Lagos to Abuja and Ijebu-Ode. Citizens exercised their right to protest emphatically. In Onitsha, Anambra State, citizens rose up in opposition to Governor Charles Soludo's declaration to close the Onitsha market for 1 week, following a defiance to comply with the order to end sit-at-home. Security operatives sealed all entrances to the Onitsha main market and gunshots could be heard. But this did not stop the crowd from gathering and singing songs in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. They chanted songs like, "Holy, holy, holy, Nnamdi Kanu is another savior." All right, so we're seeing backlash in Anambra after the order that was made by the governor of the state. And I'm not sure if this is the level of backlash that people expected, especially the solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu, who we know yesterday was also denied his request to transfer prisons. And then to the FCT, where the minister is saying he's putting his foot down, that he has never been, he has never been against engaging in dialogue. So, what is all this about? Two different scenarios, but people coming out to the streets in two different parts of the country.
Well, in the case of Anambra, we raised a number of posers yesterday that, well, yes, there is economic loss, as the Commissioner for Information Anambra Law Mefo pointed out. 8 billion lost every Monday in Anambra State. Collectively, the whole of the Southeast, by their calculations, about 19.1 billion lost because of sit-at-home. So the main argument is about the economic loss for state governments and for particularly Anambra, that wants to attract investment and encourage productivity. You can understand that. But the measure that has now been taken to shut down the main market for 1 week. Okay, 8 billion times 7. That's even a way of compounding the problem. Apart from the basic fact that these traders, they are not civil servants. They run their business. They can decide on their own that they don't want to even go to market. But what they are responding to is pressure, is safety, and now they are lionizing what's his name now? Nnamdi Kanu. So I think the way forward will be one of constructive, continued engagement with these traders to make them see that it is in their own interest for them to go to work for productive purposes to help the domestic economy. But government, state and federal, also has a responsibility to ensure that these traders, when they go to the market on Mondays, it doesn't amount to an exercise in self-immolation for them? What if they are attacked by the same characters who say markets should not open? Who will protect them? Is the state, capable of protecting them and making sure that they can trade, they can do their business, in a very peaceful, safe environment? So these are the issues here. It's also unfortunate that there was a report that they were tear gas, they were attacked by security agents. Yes. Well, I don't think, it should go that far, because that will amount to alienating, the Onitsha market traders who once gave us beautiful literature, Onitsha market literature, which we can never forget in the study of Nigerian literature. So it's a very big cultural center.
Absolutely.
And I think people should talk to each other real quickly. If he cares to take it, my advice for Governor Soludo is go and open that market. It's not needed. I know, Governor Soludo, a lot of people will be telling you around you that if you open that market, it will look as though you have bulk pressure and everything. Don't listen to them. You want your state to be safe. You don't want the rancor on the streets of your people. You don't want this to happen in Onitsha and people scampering around and police shooting tear gas. What if people were killed yesterday? That would be another blood on your neck. Go ahead and open the market. As regards the sit at home, see, we all know that criminal elements have hijacked the sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu has said many times in the courts that I do not support the sit at home. All right, yes, it started as a reaction, but they have now seen that the start of something, you don't know the end of the thing. As long as you cannot provide security for the people, which anyway, there's no way you can provide security for anybody in this country. There's no security in Nigeria. We are just all living by the grace of God. So as long as you know that, just allow these people trade. The question I keep asking the government, you think these people don't want to trade? You think they don't want to utilize and make more money on a Monday? They want to. You think they want to turn their Saturdays into like Mondays? Now they now walk up to Saturday. I think, but it's because it's the new normal. So until this simmer out, please, Governor Soludo, don't let people deceive you. Right. Just go there and fix.
All right, welcome back. A man of one Nigerian government that he feel that hammer here, and they want to go here, Rufai or Dr. Abatipuru about the calculation he made. At least what you're going to lose from that in 1 week time. Then is it? And we have about ideology. You can kill everything, but you cannot kill an idea that comes to live. Now, the idea of sitting at home for 1 week is in a solidarity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, AGAG. Yes. And even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say nobody should. But honestly, these are the people who love you. And if they feel like the only way they can compensate the sacrifice, the punishment you are taking over there in prison and over in DSS office is just to give you 1 day out of 7 days of the week in solidarity, for you to know that they are all with you, for you to know that the same sacrifice that you are making, they are in one way or the other making the sacrifice for it. Because in Psalm, King Solomon said that I will never give a God a sacrifice that will cost me nothing. Yes, that Monday always costs a lot of people a lot, but in all, what are you going to do? This is the sacrifice also, giving back to somebody who is okay, who is in a place just because of your own sake. So you see, so that's why we say that the Monday sit at home is not going to work. To the general, if you will say, okay, maybe it's no more, he have already risen again. So which means this is not going to end anytime soon. Yes, this is not going to end anytime soon. So it's better that the time we treat this matter in adjustable way is better for us. Because Governor Charles Soludo Omega, I didn't want to have because I know chief security of the state. I didn't want to have at least everywhere now on Monday. But in other way around, you watch a lot that these people don't want to, sell their market and don't want a culture to them. And I can see there that even though I have from Mazi they cannot, don't be surprised that the people got Ghana to go sit at home on Monday. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. People will still be observing that sit at home on Monday, even though they release Mazi they can today. Some people who doesn't know what it stands for and why they sit at home was put in the first place will stay in that same day, still decide to stay at home because they feel like it's something necessary. That's ignorantly want to stay at home. So I call on Governor Charles Soludo and all the well-meaning of Biafrans all over the world and those who are in the German market, please, let's be considering ourselves. There's always a way to make things. Since Nnamdi Kanu has already given us that let it sit at home stop. At least let's make that for him. Let's not be adding more salt to the injury, because I could tell you that the sit at home and the instability in economy and the height of insecurity that is happening in Southeast is one of the reasons maybe not all the can buy. Yes, because now we as somebody period the insecurity at the first place. So how can I make we how can I let below as well as young one wake here who can make the thing is still persistent till now. So let's help him and also help ourselves. Thank you and God bless.